All right, you ready? I don't know what to say.
We've done it 100 times.
Okay.
I mean, it's the same as usual.
Welcome to Hoot and Holla podcast. I'm Candace. You can find me on social media at Dabs of Candy, and
I'm Whitney, and you can find me on social media at @WhitSparkleShine.
hey, you can listen to the Hoot and Holla podcast on your favorite podcast app, or you can watch us on YouTube at Hoot and Holla TV. And follow us. Well, first of all, like and subscribe on YouTube, but you can also follow us on social media at Hoot and Holla TV. We got another great episode today. And today's sponsor is
Water.
Aqua.
Something we never get enough of and live in a constant state of dehydration.
Get you a bottle today. I go through so many of these. Like at the
don't go
house,
through
there's
enough.
like 35 pack of the Walmart brand here. And it's like 4 or 5 high. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We be cracking on some water.
I don't
over
drink enough. I live on caffeine.
there.
Oh,
Aw.
my water just fell over. It died. Oh, man.
So you like water, but you have a very unpopular opinion about some sprinkles. What's your beef about sprinkles,
Oh,
girl?
my God. Sprinkles are ridiculous.
I mean,
They're pretty.
They're just delightful.
But
they ain't did nothing
taste-
to you.
They have no taste. They're just a crunch
don't have
and
taste. Why would they make something without
wax.
taste?
taste of. I will get a pack in here. I'll let you taste a blue one and a green one and tell me what flavor
Why
they
those
are.
specifically?
Just because they're different. Get a red and blue. I don't care what color you get. They all taste the same.
Of course, they're just colored different, but they are all pieces of sugar.
wax.
They're sugar pellets, if
Nasty.
you will.
Weird, sugary.
Man,
They don't even taste like
who
sugar.
hurt you as a kid.
They're just sprinkles. The lies.
You didn't get enough.
They look
hugs.
delicious.
How's you upset about some sprinkles? Really?
They look delicious. They have no taste. They're just there.
To all the people that love sprinkles, and the person that created sprinkles, thank you.
We deeply apologize if this offended anybody.
Because somebody's got to keep this business
I
going.
mean, oh my God.
But you know what I did find out, speaking of our sponsor, I found out here in at work through a coworker, and I did not know in the European countries, the restaurants, you will not get like tap water. They may serve you like bottled water, but in either case, water is not free there. You know how we go to restaurants now, it's like, let me just get a water. $0.
Wow.
Not in European countries. And then guess what? They ain't gonna give you no ice. It's gonna be like room temperature,
Ew.
lukewarm water. And they
Ew.
charge you for that. I will not.
Ew.
Not going. Just because that reads right there.
Well,
that's the stance I'm taking. I am boycotting. Because they didn't serve lukewarm water with no ice.
well, some cultures, they only drink hot water.
That's
Like,
weird.
I think it's Korea. My friend had lived in Korea
feel
when
like
her
that's-
husband was in the army.
Nah, I don't want
But
that.
they warm the water up before they drink it. But that's also like hot tea, whereas we drink, iced
but tea got a little flavor to it.
Yeah.
Water technically don't have a flavor. It is its own thing, but I don't want it hot.
I don't either.
I
I drink
the
a
mo-
lot more of it when it's cold. If it's
Now-
nah.
I have drunk bottled water room temperature,
Yeah, it's all
because you're
right.
thirsty or whatever. I have done that. But it'd be danged if I pay for it.
Yeah,
But what she was telling me is that like they would rather you buy some wine. It's like, you want water. Like it's almost like an insult
Wow.
to order
Take your
water.
water.
Stupid American. That's what you are. You have no taste at all. The wine is always better.
Yes.
Which I don't disagree with.
Yeah.
Disagree with.
Yeah.
But I do like to have some water, especially if I'm going to consume alcohol. I want some water there too, because, the combination of the two, I stay sober.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Just found it out. Figured I'd share that with y'all. If I'm totally wrong, if they were totally wrong, then you can drop down in the comments and do all of that. But
We are uncultured swine.
yeah, I ain't never been over there, so I don't personally know. This is what was told to me
Yeah.
because they had been.
I've
Okay.
never been.
So
Y'all tell us.
if it's wrong, it ain't on me. I didn't do it. I'm just a messenger. So
We got a question.
Yeah, we got a question, and I know everybody can participate here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all,
what?
I expect comments. I want comments on this
Yeah.
one.
What TV jingle just lives in your head rent free?
Randomly pops up.
Just randomly, just do your day, you know, or you hear it. You could be in another room and you hear, bump, 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 and it's like, I already know what that is.
Yeah. Yep. I hadn't thought of that one.
Yeah.
I have several. I think you only wanted one answer, but I gave you
It's
several.
cool. No, you can tell them. Tell the class what you got.
Mentos.
What's the Mentos one?
Mentos better. Mentos fresh.
I forgot about that one.
Mentos better.
They don't do that one anymore. I don't think Mentos is even making a commercial.
No, they hadn't had to since people started putting it in Diet Coke.
It's also an explosive.
Yes.
They need a disclaimer now. Do not put dropping dark colored pops.
Also, the double mint gum.
How did it go?
Double your pleasure, double your fun. Double mint gum. Yep. And then it didn't help that was it Chris who put it in their song?
I don't know.
Oh my God. I can't remember. It was like 10 years ago. Fanta. Fanta, don't you want no Fanta?
Yeah, I remember that one. And then everybody knows the O'Reilly's auto parts. Ow! That's my favorite part. I got to get to that. Then you sing the rest of it. Just get me to the ow. Yeah, that's where I want to be at.
Yep. There's a lot of them that are just stuck in my head. That they randomly pop
They don't
out.
make commercials like that. Like a lot of the ones we've said are old.
Yeah. They don't make them like
that.
They
don't make commercials like that.
The jingle is like outdated now.
I don't know. They need to bring it back.
The only ones that, and it's not even a jingle. They're just taking old songs and replacing the medication in it. Like these medication
They
commercials.
do. They take like today's music and just remix it.
Replace one word.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is so stupid.
It's like, bring back the jingle writers, guys.
Yeah.
Come on now. I would love to do that job. Would you want to do that? Would you want to be a jingle writer?
Like Uncle Joey and oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Jesse and Joey.
Yeah. That would be great.
That'd be cool.
I would like to do that.
It'd be a hard job though.
They probably didn't pay very well.
Probably not. Unless it really took off.
Yeah, they probably didn't pay very well, but it would still be cool to do. It's like everybody, because if it's memorable enough, you'd be quoting it like now.
Yeah.
You know, just randomly lives in your head and it just pops in your head randomly for no reason. You're not even doing anything pertaining to whatever that commercial was about.
We would be
it just pops up.
When we worked together, one of us would be in the front, one of us be working in the back, and we'd hear O'Reilly's, and then somebody in the back. Yeah. That was great. That's nice.
Thank you. I practiced it a lot.
You really dug in there.
Yes. Touch you right in the heart.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, comment. Tell us which ones are living your brain rent free.
Yeah. Because there's many more.
Rent ain't cheap these days. I want to know what's out there.
It's the only thing you're going to get for free that's rented.
For free.
They say if they're long enough, I'm going to charge them. But anyway.
We're going to tell y'all how weird we are today.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't figured that out already.
I was listening to another podcast, and because I do that from time to time.
Uh-huh.
And it made me bring it to the Hoot and Holla podcast. Mm-hmm. And it says the subject that we're talking about today is things that you do that you think you do differently from other people. So how weird are you, basically? It's like, how weird are you really? I think I do a lot of things that's different, but I don't realize that they're different until I'm doing it in front of somebody and they be like, what was that? Why'd you do that?
I would just like to say mine, I had plenty to choose from. And Candace, we had to think about.
Well, because I don't know, because I know that some of them I know their quirks and I just try to, not do it in front of people. But,
yeah, for real.
But a lot of it, I'm not around people when it happens, so I don't know that they are quirks. But there's 3. I got it down to 3, and she got 3 as well.
And we're going to keep it there so we can explain to y'all how weird we are at another time.
You want to go first or you want me to go first?
I didn't realize how weird this was until I pointed it out to Candace and another friend, and both of them were like, what? So, for example, and I do this hot or cold, say I'm on my way to work and it's a cold morning and I've got the heat on high. So the whole way to work, I'm blasting the heat, warming my feet up, staying warm, nice and toasty. About 5 minutes until I get to my destination, I will turn everything off completely. Just turn it off so that I can acclimate, so that when I get out of my car, it's not a shock to my system. Like, oh God, it's cold. I'll be like, I was halfway there anyway, and I'm good.
I don't. What happened for this? Do you know when this started? Like, do you?
I mean,
like, what do you say? I don't want my body to go into shock. Let me turn this off.
I don't know, because the older you get, like, cold hurts.
I get that,
and I also don't. When I step out of the car, I don't want to just be hit with a gust of cold wind and be like, ah,
is there some scientific study that you read or saw that?
I'm just weird, I guess. I just started doing it because I'm like, you know what? If I cut the heat off now, it won't be such a surprise when I step out that door.
Like, I don't want to put my body in shock and be stuck on the sidewalk for 5 minutes.
I don't freeze. I don't, stand there and talk about it or anything. But yeah, I'm a weirdo, and I didn't realize how weird it was until you just kind of laughed when I said it one day. You were like,
very different. Because most of us just get out the car. We did. We just put it in park.
I mentally prepare myself for everything.
Get on out. Yeah.
All right. What's your first weird thing then, ma'am?
I'm gonna start with the hot ketchup.
Okay.
So a lot of people I've learned have their ketchup bottles in the refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
I personally do not like cold ketchup. Ketchup has always been in the cabinet for the majority, if not all, of my life in my house. So that's the way I grew up. That's the way I like it. I don't like when you get your packets at the drive-thru.
Yep.
It's hot. It's not cold.
Yeah.
Give me room temperature ketchup. I don't want the cold stuff.
I kind of like it.
So
cold.
like, do you like Whitney knows? Put the ketchup out before you.
Yeah, when she's coming over, I put it out on the counter before she gets there.
Get that thing room temperature. It tastes better that way. I don't want that cold ketchup. It tastes different. It don't. And she's like, well, it says on the package to open at the refrigerator, and it's a suggestion. Okay, and I suggest you don't put it in there. And it's
I'll leave it out just for her.
It's gonna be spoiled. No, it's not. I ain't died not one day.
Not died once.
Okay, still living.
Not died one day. Not one day.
Not one day. So that's a suggestion. Okay, thank you. That's my TED Talk.
We'll be here all week.
So,
all right, my next weird one.
Okay.
I've been told that I put my socks on weird. Seems fine to me. It's working. They get on there.
I haven't seen this in action, guys, so I don't really know. She described it to me, but I have to have a visual to go with that.
I never thought about it until one day my stepdaughter watched me. I was getting ready for church or something, and that was my last step, was throw my socks and shoes on. Mm-hmm. And I stood up at the counter, and I just, with one hand, I just, slip a sock on, slip the other sock on, and I'm just standing there, and she's like, that was weird. And I'm like, what was that weird? She's like, I've never seen anybody just stand there and put their socks on. I'm like,
I guess she's used to someone sitting down.
That's what I'm
throwing
thinking.
Their leg across, the lap and putting it on. Or
that's all I can figure. But I don't
know.
I almost never sit down to put my socks on.
Now, if you had told me you put your heel in first and then put the
rest,
that's
impossible.
Like, wait a minute, hold up.
Well, that's
Back
impossible.
Up.
That's not even doable.
It may be. We don't know. You throw that heel in and you crunch that foot up, throw them suckers in.
Or I do weird things, like instead of turning my clothes inside out, I will put them on in a way that turns them right side out as I put them on.
Okay, so you say it's already inside out.
Yeah. So rather than go to the effort,
here's the tag, I'll just throw it on this way. That when I put it on is right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just you just saved the step. That's all that is.
Yeah. So I do stuff like that. And I've been told that's weird.
I do that too, but I usually get it wrong.
Things go terribly.
It's like, damn it. I never get it right. I've practiced a couple times.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is, the select the size paper towels, the one that's got the little slim sheet, but if you
Uh-huh.
cut off 2, you get like a full size sheet
Uh-huh.
kind of thing, depending on the job.
Ooh.
Okay. First of all, the first thing is I always get 2. I don't get that
Yeah,
one. I always
yeah.
get 2. Don't know why. Anyway, but the other thing is if there is like a sliver of a section or a portion that's torn off when I go to grab one, I'm tearing that little piece off, throwing it to the side because I'm not using it, and I got to have full sheets. And if I tear part of it while getting it off, I'm starting over. Tear that off. Don't need it.
You can't
I
just
need-
wad it up inside of it.
No,
or
I need
fold
it.
it.
I need it
inside?
solid. I don't need no tears, no nothing. Even if it separate the 2 pieces a little bit. Okay.
Well,
tear
nope,
that off.
can't use that
Can't
one.
use that. It's got to be solid. Okay. It cannot be no breaks, no perfs, no nothing. Solid.
Man.
Okay. Need that thing stable. Okay. Thank you. That's my TED Talk.
We need to have a debate of ridiculous things.
It's just the way my brain works. It's like it messes with the system. If it's got somebody leave a little corner because they tore it off real quick and it didn't get the whole thing. Okay, well I don't need it, so
It's not going to do me any good.
I can't wipe nothing with that.
Let that tree die in vain.
Okay,
All right.
just throw that in there. And I don't even go take it in the trash. I just lay it on the counter. Like
Oh
somebody
my
might want
God.
that. Somebody might want that.
I know your mama's going to be like, Candace has been here.
Yeah, all these corners in here.
What the hell?
Somebody might want to use it. I'm not going to be wasteful. I'm just not going to personally use it. So there.
I told Candace this when she didn't know this about me until today, and she laughed so hard at me because apparently it's
I
weird.
was like, don't you forget this one. Write this one down. Don't forget this one.
So when I do laundry, when I change or change out, however you want to word it, the lint trap in my dryer, I have to hold my breath the whole time. Why are you hating on that? So
That's not
like,
weird.
when you pull it out, you already see it go poof in the air. And then when you're unrolling it, all that's still flying around. And I'm like,
So you just don't want to digest lint.
I don't want to breathe it in. It bothers
It's
me.
not asbestos.
I know, but it
It's-
could be with what's in my kids' pockets.
If your kids been hanging around asbestos, I got questions. What they really doing down at that school?
Man.
What are they doing at that school?
But yeah, I have to hold. I just cannot.
Yeah, that's a first for me.
Yeah, I'm weird.
Yeah, that's a no for me, dog.
That's that's the end of my TED Talk. Well, tell us how weird you are. Your
I guess
last
this
one.
This is my best.
Your weirdest
right
one.
here. Okay, I'm gonna put my business all in the streets.
All out there. Just lay it out.
It may be a little TMI, but okay. Be a good sport. Okay, so I am right-handed. And when you go to the bathroom, I think most people use their dominant hand to wipe themselves.
Uh-huh.
For women, we got to do that for everything.
Yeah.
Whether it be the one or the two, we got to use the hand. So I don't know where this happened, how this came about, and I don't even know truly when I realized it. When I realized it, I was like, I don't think nobody else does it this way. I just instantly knew that this was different. So I have a hand for each. I use one hand for number 1. I have another hand for number 2. And I just cannot switch that around. It's in the programmed. It's programmed in. It's in the matrix. It is what it is. I use one hand for wiping number 1, and I do have a second hand because God gave me 2. And although you may have them as choices, I have them as priorities.
They are not a choice.
They are not choice. They have their jobs. This one does this and this one does that. Okay, they're on the same team, but they got different positions. Okay,
Yeah, we got a quarterback and we got a
Okay.
lineman.
This one's on the line. This one's on the back. Okay, this is on the defense. Okay, offense, defense, same team, same game, different spots.
Different jobs.
Yeah.
The more you know.
And I know that's weird. I get it. I don't know where it happened. I don't know why I do it. It is what it is. I've done it this long. I'm gonna continue to do it. God forbid something happens to one of these suckers because
Man, I
I'm
think
gonna
that
be
all the time. What would happen if I broke my? I could. My left is useless.
I know when I was in high school, a guy I went to school with, he was right-handed and he broke his hand or had something that he could not write with his hand, with that dominant hand. So he had to start writing with his left, but he still continued. He learned how to write with his left, and he wrote with his left hand, but he does everything else with his right hand because he was right-handed beforehand, but he just wound up writing with his left hand from then on. But I don't know if I could do that. I guess somebody would just have to,
somebody had
me.
to help me. We gonna buy a bidet or something. If I break my left hand, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody coming in there to help me. No.
No. Bathe us.
Wow, that train just left that station
Wow.
real quick.
Yeah, I saw it back up.
Yep.
I tried to flag it. Hey, come back. It missed me. It didn't see me.
Oh my.
I thought you wrote these things down.
No, I mean, well, that was all of our list. We both did 3.
Did you do your third one?
My lint.
And the acclamation.
Acclamation, lint, and socks.
And the socks. Okay, I guess it was. My bad. All right. Guess
my
who's
part.
paying attention? I got on my train about the left and right hand. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what I was going to say. All of this came about from a conversation we had with our boss about folding versus wadding up the toilet paper.
Yeah, me finding out about my weirdness with the hands. And
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so y'all don't do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, when I get the toilet tissue, you know what I'm saying, it has to be in a perfect square when I get done with it. Like when I get through folding it
I
up.
feel you.
Yeah. Because I got to make sure there's coverage, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because God forbid I touch anything.
I know, right?
Ugh, just
Yeah.
let me out.
Yeah. But we had that conversation about folding,
Yeah.
which we feel like most sane people do.
Yeah. But other people's are waters, I'm finding out.
Yeah.
It's
And
like,
that's like,
I wouldn't recommend it.
No. It explained a lot, though.
Yeah. Okay. That's enough of that.
It's a personality type.
Well,
now that we've overshared.
Now that you know that we're weird, hope you enjoyed things. Maybe you feel a little better about your life today.
And after you comment about your, what do you call it?
Your
Unpopular opinions and your jingles, comment and tell us your weird quirks.
Yeah, so we know we're weird together. We are a family, and we got to protect each other's.
Yes.
Weirdness. Because it takes all kind to make the world work.
God gives us all kinds of people to
He
love.
does, and I'm glad He loves me and my weird self. I do. I appreciate it, and we love y'all and your weirdness. That's the only reason you're here, because you're weird too.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah.
Why else would you watch this? I'm just saying.
There's no other reason.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll catch y'all next time. So, holla y'all.